In my last video, I gave the first part of a list of stocks I purchased. Here are 2 additional stocks I purchased. I'm Nathan Slotkin, I'm a Yale entrepreneur. I've spent 20 years helping more than 1,000 businesses worldwide. So first off, just remember 3 things for context. I'm one person, I see the world in the way I see it. 2, this is not financial advice. And 3, we're in a midterm year, which tends to be shaky. So I'm not saying to go out and purchase anything, but rather understand the rationale I have. Then make your own decision. So the third pick on my list is Chipotle, CMG. I caught this more when it was at 31. I think it went up to 37 or 38. Again, I'm not a hyper-precise market timer. I'm a macro person. And so since 37 or 38, Chipotle dipped down a bit. I think because of the jalapeno incident. That's usually a good time to purchase something like this, I would say. Chipotle has a history of this. I think at some point there was an E. coli scare and other things. The point is they're resilient. Here's why I like Chipotle so much. I think everybody, especially Gen Z, but all generations, has a big affinity for Chipotle. I don't think anything can replicate Chipotle. A Mexican restaurant came in, like Qdoba or something else. I don't think it's a fraction of what Chipotle represents. I think Chipotle to people represents inexpensive meals with large amounts of protein, so good bang for your buck, and a gameable system of hacking Chipotle. So they have natural social media virality of buying the wrap separate and purchasing the bowl like this, and discussion built in. They've shown that they're a bit socially sensitive. Recently, they released Pride Bowls and things like that. There was some talk for some time as inflation was kind of increasing that their prices were getting a bit too high, but I visited several stores in higher priced markets and I found the prices to be outstandingly reasonable. They have a pretty clean rewards program and rewards experience. I just think that this is a very underpriced asset relative to history, and I think they are very, very protected. I think it's hard to replicate what Chipotle is doing. This is not just another put meat in a wrap in a bowl and call it a day. This is Chipotle that has its own brand equity that I think is highly, highly valued, and they've got a good sense of feel as well. To make matters even more impactful, should Robotics come in, that's of course just going to enhance margins. And that's where I think a lot is going. The fourth one on my list is BRR, ProCap Financial. This is led by Anthony Pompliano, or Pomp. He has a very good social following and a lot of respect out there, and therefore has an audience to be able to follow. I think this is an instance of AI leverage into a specific tool for portfolio management as part of it. They also have Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Bitcoin is undervalued right now and underpriced. I see this as a multi-scenario company that can succeed with the social following and social reach to be able to get there. I don't particularly love how they've marketed on socials recently and how they're positioning the brand. I think they're testing some things out there that seem a little bit small to me in terms of how they've categorized their group as misfits, even though I get where they're going. At the end of the day, this is somebody with a really good following and really good trust and underpriced Bitcoin on their balance sheet. The product itself already has a growing number of assets on it, and I think at this time, this is just something people need. We're not yet at the stage where people can build this themselves using AI, let alone to the quality level that they need. I just think this is something needed with a good brand behind it, with other assets on their balance sheet, basically, and an incentive structure of a team to be able to succeed. Also, there's a bit of reputational risk on the line. This is somebody with a traditionally good reputation that if it does not succeed, would be a bit of a black eye. Follow for part 3.